we have Social Security. We put them in a guaranteed income plan. That's for the income.
Yeah.
Do they have a health plan? I know Medicare kicks in at 65, but my concern would be long-term care,
Right.
chronic or critical illness.
Yeah.
And maybe we can have the guaranteed income strategy, right? There's no guarantees in making a rate of return, everyone. There's no guarantees on, most programs out there, but we have access to that. So we can take that product and fund, this is just me thinking out loud, and I said we'll do it.
Yep.
We can fund a permanent life policy with the purpose of the long-term care that's built in it. So if they live and if something happened, then that turns into a long-term care plan, and we're pretty much letting the bonus pay for that care plan.
Hello, everyone. Alvin Darian here. I spent over 2 decades in the financial industry helping people just like you. As the author of books like Don't Let Adversity Steal Your Legacy and The 8 Financial Breakthroughs, and as the CEO and co-founder of Financial Pro Network, I am proud to present to you the Leadership and Money Podcast.
Hello, everyone. Alvin Darian here, your go-to financial educator. Today, we're going to talk about a case study. We want to break down a client before and after picture. When we sit with our clients, everyone, we want to make sure that we make a difference, not only for them, but for their families and for the next generation. So every decision you make is power. The most powerful thing in the world is a made-up mind. And so we want to break down how we help this couple. Now, this couple is in their 60s, and they're getting ready for retirement. So they're in what we call the red zone. 5 years before retirement, or someone that's 5 years after retirement, or anyone in between. So we want to break down this case study for a client that's in the red zone. And Gus Tucker, welcome to the show, man. And I know you've been on here before.
Yeah,
and
good to be here.
And, man, I'm so excited to get your wisdom on this case study. And, man, you've been busy lately, man. You've been helping a lot of families and traveling and speaking and just share with everyone your journey so far in the financial industry, man.
Well, I've been in the industry for 22 years and have helped well over 1,000 families. And what I've come to see is after 22 years, the issues still remain.
Yeah.
They still remain, and we need to have a lot more people sitting down with persons like yourself and myself and putting together plans that are going to work for their families in the future.
Yeah, man. You said the right word, a plan, right? So you have a game plan when you play. We both play sports. You have a game plan, and you have a playbook.
Yep.
So you're giving them the game plan and also the playbook.
Yep.
So, man, let's break it down, man. Introduce us to your couple. Kind of, I know we don't want to give names for confidential purposes. And just kind of share some highlights, and let's break it down together.
Yeah. So it's good to see couples in their 60s, okay? Because, one, they stayed together.
Yeah. So, they can retire together.
They can retire together. Yeah. So they're 62, the husband, 61, the wife. And they both work.
Both still work. Okay.
Yeah. And they're corporate. If they're both corporate people, and they're here in Chicago.
Okay.
One works for a company called PepsiCo. You ever heard of them?
Yep, heard of PepsiCo.
Okay.
I like Pepsi. Yeah.
So they're in marketing for PepsiCo.
Okay.
And he's making about $150 a year. And she works for a company. You may not have heard of them, but it's a printing company called R.R. Donnelley. It's a printing company.
I haven't heard of them, but it sounds pretty powerful.
Yeah, it's a printing company, and she makes about $90,000, and at that company. Now they have 401ks, okay, and combined, they've got $1.5 million in their 401ks.
So $1.5 million, right?
$1.5 million in their 401ks.
You know what? And do they feel they have money, or do they feel they don't have enough?
They feel like they don't have enough. And yeah, they feel like they don't have
any
enough.
Pension plans in there?
No pension. I mean, their Social Security will be pretty strong.
Okay.
They'll both be over, between $2,000 and $2,500 each one of them, because they've had
so
good
about
careers.
probably say $5,000 right there.
Yeah, $4,500, $5,000 coming from there.
Okay. House is paid off,
The
or
house is pretty much paid off.
okay.
They are considering whether they're going to stay in Chicago or move somewhere
Move
warmer.
to Florida, right? Or, we see it all the time, right? People
Right.
leave New York, Chicago, the Midwest, and New Jersey. They come here, man.
Yeah.
They come to
Yeah,
the South.
They come to the South. I mean, the Atlantas, the Tennessees, Carolinas, Texas. They're thinking about that. Their kids are grown. They have 4 adult children.
Okay.
They're all professionals, and they got grandchildren. I think they have 6 grandchildren
Wow,
already.
6 grandkids.
6
okay.
grandkids. So that's important to them. A legacy for. I mean, their kids are fine, but a legacy for their grandkids.
Now they're
if they
more
could do that.
concerned with legacy or future lifestyle. Like they want to live it up later. Or?
Well, they do want a good lifestyle. They've had a good lifestyle their whole corporate career. They want to maintain that, but at the same time, they're family oriented, and they want to leave something for their kids as well.
Got it. So let's break it down, man. So let's start with the 1.5 million in assets. You know I got to get my calculator out for this one, man. So what I'm doing is the 4% rule. So
Right.
I'm going to say 1.5 mil times 4%. That's 60,000 of income.
Yeah,
Not counting taxes.
not counting
Now,
taxes.
why do I use the 4% rule? Because that's the rule that states you will not run out of money. Now, we got products and services people getting, they can take advantage of what the 8% rule, right? Get double.
Get double?
So maybe we want to look at one of those programs that can give them income for life versus a traditional IRA
Yep.
that would just only, they can only pull 4% off.
Right.
Because 60,000, then you say times, let's say 20% taxes. That would be nice.
Yep.
Right? And so now we got 60,000 times 0.2, that's $12,000 in taxes, right? So now you take the 60 minus the 12 is 48,000. That's for both of them.
Right.
And then you divide that by 12, you're looking at about $4,000 a month.
Right. So the $4,000 a month from there, and maybe $4,500 from Social Security. That's $8,500. They're both business people. They're still relatively young.
Yeah.
They have things that are kind of hobby businesses
Okay.
that they do that could probably, they might step that up and do more of it just because they have more time.
More time, yeah.
Yeah, so they might make another, I don't know, from what they're doing now, another $2,000-3,000 a month.
How's
doing
their
that.
health?
Health is great.
Health is great.
Yeah.
Got it. And they're going to work how many more years?
They're both going to say 65, 66, so 4 to 5 more for him, 5 to 6 more for her.
Okay, so they're definitely in the red zone.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What do we do in the red zone? We got to score
We got to
some
score.
points.
We got to put the ball across the goal line. No interceptions.
You don't do that in the red
No
zone. Right?
turnovers.
So we don't need a loss. That's a
loss.
turnover, right?
That's
We don't need to get aggressive, right?
No.
And so my recommendation would be, let's look for some guaranteed income.
Okay.
Let's look at one of our safe money solution strategies.
Okay.
So if the market goes down, they don't lose any money.
That's right.
The market goes up, they make money. And we were on the training the other day, man. That was pretty fascinating to see the new innovation when it comes to guaranteed income.
Yep. And yep.
We want to look at that. We don't want to call out company names on the show, but this one's very strong, everyone. You get like a 20% bonus up front, and then you still have it's going to grow at a reasonable rate of return and no market risk.
But when you think about it, this couple has $1.5 million. 20%.
I got to get my I sleep with a calculator right next to me. The phone is right there. Most people phone on text mode or Instagram. Mine's on calculator mode. So now let's say you take the 1.5 million times 20%. You giving them $300,000 up front?
They're going to get a 300%, $300,000 bonus when it goes in, because I was thinking about those same kind of solutions.
Wow.
And instead of 4%, they could get as much as 8% guaranteed.
Wow.
We have some programs that have guaranteed growth for a period of time and then guaranteed income.
So I think we can solve their income wishes and challenges. Yeah. We have Social Security. We put them in a guaranteed income plan. That's for the income.
Yeah.
Do they have a health plan? I know Medicare kicks in at 65, but my concern would be long-term care,
right?
Chronic or critical illness.
Yeah.
And maybe we can have the guaranteed income strategy, right? There's no guarantees in making a rate of return, everyone. There's no guarantees on, most programs out there, but we have access to that. So we can take that product and fund. It's just me thinking out loud. That's how we'll do it.
Yep.
We can fund a permanent life policy with the purpose of the long-term care that's built in it. So if they live and if something happened, then that turns into a long-term care plan, and pretty much letting the bonus pay for that care plan.
And see, and one of the things we didn't get into very much is they do have life insurance, but for the incomes they make, not a lot. It's like $250,000 on each one of them.
Okay.
And the terms are going to be coming to.
Well, remember, when they probably got it, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
$250,000 is a big deal.
Yeah.
So let's look at that. And also, because, the grandkids and all, we may want to look at a second to die if it's some room in there. Because let the first two plans we put in place take care of lifestyle and income.
Yeah.
Let's let the second to die policy, and the second to die, everyone works like this, is when the first person passes away, it doesn't pay the death benefit until the second person passes away, and it leaves this big legacy that's tax-free to the family as long as you follow the rules. So Gus, I like that, man. And also, we may want to look at like a med sub plan because, they seem like they don't want to be in a nursing home later based on their lifestyle. They seem like they would want that care to come to their home.
Yeah.
So we may need some additional extra coverage there so they can maintain that lifestyle and don't have to be worried about shared living with other people.
Yeah, because, we talk about the fact that sometimes people can take a hit during retirement.
Man, break that down, man.
Well, the hit is, H in hit is healthcare costs.
Yes.
Okay, there's Medicare and those kind of things, but Medicare and Medicaid don't do long-term care.
No.
Where someone comes into your home and is able to provide service. Now, they have 4 great children that are family. They're all married. They have families, but they got younger kids.
Yeah.
And they really don't want them doing that.
Stopping their whole life.
Yeah,
to take
they
care.
come do that. They don't really want to do that.
So that's the H is the hit.
Is the health care. I is inflation.
Yes.
And I don't know about you. You're in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, man.
I'm in Chicago. Y'all don't have inflation in
Yeah,
Atlanta.
we got a lot of inflation.
Yeah, I've seen. We've seen
the price of almond milk went up.
Yeah, man,
Can you
did
believe
you
it? I put that in my smoothies, man. So
You and me both.
Yeah, man. I looked at the price. I was like, wait a minute. I'm gonna have to go back to
Wait a
regular.
minute. Do I get 2 for this? Do I get 2? No, just 1.
Yeah.
So inflation hits everything, right?
Yep.
And then taxes.
Wow. So you got the hit. Healthcare, inflation, and taxes will put a hit on your money.
But hit on your money
if you don't have a plan in place.
If you don't have a plan in place.
Wow, man. I like that. Can I use your hit?
You can use the hit, man.
Okay, cool. Well, man, that's a great plan, and maybe we want to look at wills and trusts. Once we have everything set up, I know we have a circle of attorneys and estate attorneys that works in that field that really help with that last part of the plan. And I'm gonna ask you this: did they get a copy of the book?
They got a copy of the book.
Okay, just want to
make
sure.
They got a copy of the book, and they are getting an estate plan because many people have heard this saying. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children.
Yeah.
I said, but not if they don't have the financial and legal resources in place.
Yeah. And man, we have an amazing team in that area, man.
Amazing
I
team.
am blown away with the talent that we have, and over 250 years experience on the team. And everyone on the show, we want to break down a case study and share with you how we help the family and how we make a difference for families and business owners. So hey, if you're watching this, you may be in your 60s and you're thinking, hey, I saved enough, but I'm concerned about market volatility. The market goes up, the market goes down. You're also concerned about having income for life. We want to make sure that you get an income for life plan, and we also want to make sure that you take advantage of some of the new innovative plans out there that could pay you income for life and can guarantee that income. And most importantly, once it's all put together, you want to leave that legacy to your family, because we're in the business of memories, right? And we want to make sure that you leave the best memories for your family when it comes to your finances. So everyone, thank you for tuning in today. Make sure you click on the link if you would love to sit down with one of our financial professionals. I personally train majority of them. So, hey, and I get involved with the cases as well. So like you see today, so I do get involved with our team. And I can tell you this, we love to help and serve you. We would love for you to really take your finances to the next level. Gus, anything you want to say and close out today, man?
Well, as you mentioned, get the book, 8 Financial Breakthroughs. And if you'll do the homework that's in the book, your financial breakthrough will happen for you.
Wow.
So
Thank you. Everybody, make sure you connect with us. We look forward to seeing you on the next show.
Thank you for your time today. Have a productive day and not a busy day. To all the world champions and first-generation millionaires, I will see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded with excuses. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Take care and God bless everyone.